Alright guys, we did it. We saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We did a discussion for the first movie, so now we're gonna do one for the second. Let's go! Isaiah, what did you think about the movie?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was solid Nintendo entertainment for 100 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was good.
I really liked it.
A lot of people had like higher expectations for it.
I did not have that high expectations.
I did not. Yeah, no, both of us went into it thinking that like, oh, okay, this is just gonna be a second. You know, the sequel is always worse than the first, and it's like,
yeah.
I personally thought it was gonna be a little bit of a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I know it's like directed by people who absolutely love their work.
Love
but,
the
like,
stuff.
It's a sequel, so I kind of expected it to be a little bit trashier, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
there was genuine improvement from the first movie to the second, I would say.
I would say so too.
That being said, the bar is not like it's Citizen Kane or anything.
No.
It's just the Super Mario movie. If you
Not
like
at
Super
all.
Mario Movie 1, here's Super Mario Movie 2. It's probably going to put on a smile on your face if you liked a bunch of Nintendo stuff, so it's like, I don't know, what can you expect?
Yeah,
I feel like people's expectations were a little higher with the movie because people are like, oh, Mario Galaxy has such a good story. And I'm like, bro, I don't think Mario Galaxy 1's story is like peak cinema, you know what I mean? It's like, if you really break down the game, it pretty much just is Bowser steals Peach, goes to the center of the universe, and Mario stops Bowser, and then the game ends, you know, in the way that it does to avoid spoilers, obviously. But it still is kind of just...
the game has been out for how long now?
The game has been out for like, what, 15 years at this point? But yeah.
Speaking of spoilers, we're going to be doing this in like two different sections. So
yeah.
we got... First while that we're going to be talking is going to be a spoiler-free section. And then later, we're going to give a big red flashing warning. Spoilers, so get off the video if you haven't seen it.
But yeah. But to be honest, I really don't know what is a spoiler and what isn't in this movie because I have not, like, watched any of the ads for this movie, or I haven't seen any of the trailers or anything.
Neither one of us did.
Other than the initial announcement that was in a Nintendo Direct, so like it was like unavoidable if you wanted to hear like gamer news. I have not like been up to date with a single trailer for this movie. Like, which is weird because before the movie started for us, we got a trailer for the Super
movie
Mario movie, and it was just like, okay,
that was
kind
dumb.
of feels a little redundant to see a trailer for the movie that you're about to see, but it was probably just because like the studio or the cinema that we were at probably was just running its, you know, ads as the cinema does. But
yeah, we came into it with like not too many expectations.
Yeah.
What's funny is we called the movie.
We did. Okay, I rewatched our initial Super Mario movie reaction, and we like made predictions for like where they were gonna go with the movie. And yeah, low key, we predicted this movie almost to a T. We predicted that they were gonna go straight to Galaxy,
which they did.
Which they did, and they were gonna set up the NCU, which they did.
Yep. Yeah. What did you think about that? I guess this isn't necessarily a spoiler if they brought it up.
It is true. Okay, one of the little gripes that I got with this movie is that a week before they released, you know, the movie itself, they were just like hyping up the movie in social media as you typically do, and one of the drops that they did was just like, oh yeah, by the way, Star Fox is gonna be in this movie, guys, and it was just like, what?
Yeah,
at the time hearing that, I was just like, oh man, there's gonna be way too much stuff in this movie for them to actually juggle a cohesive plot. And to an extent, I do feel like that there is a lot going on in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I feel like they should have not advertised that part of the movie. That part of the movie would have been way better if it genuinely came out as like a surprise.
Yep.
But I guess at the same time, maybe they had to do it because you can't like mis-advertise a movie for what it is, and there is a small kernel of this movie that is just like a Star Fox movie. So
yeah,
I get it, but I also wish we lived in an alternate timeline where they just did not say a single thing about that. I almost kind of, you know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Thor Ragnarok, where it was like the whole point of that movie, or at least the second half of that movie, had the Hulk in it.
Yeah.
And they revealed that the Hulk was in it, but that would have been way more exciting if you didn't know about that in advance. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing that they fell into with this movie. But it's like, again, I suppose you have to do it because you have to advertise the movie what it is. It's like, if you don't like the Hulk, spoiler alert, the whole second half of the movie has the Hulk in it, and it's like, if you don't like Star Fox, spoiler alert, Fox is in this movie. He does a thing.
And for it, you know, being the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I mean,
You know, yeah, if you really think about it, for being the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I
it's
still
not
think
like.
it's still broadly Mario.
Yeah,
at the
it
end
is
of the
really.
day.
It is
Like,
really it's really Mario movie.
it
too.
references just as much of like Mario's past as the original Mario movie did. It's just, yeah, the plot takes place in space for a
Yep.
bit.
Yep, and like it introduced Rosalina. And
Yeah,
that was, like,
Rosalina.
that was really it.
Oh, by the way, I guess we should rip the Band-Aid off right away. I feel like if there's anyone who's gonna come away from this movie, like if there are gonna be any Nintendo fans who come away from this movie like super salty, it's probably the Rosalina fans. Because
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of did Rosalina a tad bit dirty in this movie. They kind of made her the plot MacGuffin, which it's kind of sad because it's like Rosalina's like one of the only Mario characters with like established lore and characters, and they basically dashed that. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Like a MacGuffin, as in like Yumi and.
Yeah, as in like the plot device, you know, a
Yeah,
Triforce, the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, it's
she's
just like,
the,
she's just a plot
she
device
is
of
the
this movie.
it thing.
It's really not like she has like any character. She's not a static character. She's not a dynamic.
I mean, she's cool.
She's really just like.
I will admit
there.
though, like they did make her cool in the actual movie because she really doesn't do that much in the games, if we're being completely honest.
She did Aura Farm.
She did Aura Farm for quite a little bit for them movies.
She did in this movie.
That being said, I do like how they still kept Rosalina as like a star mom first, because there are so many like Mario fans out there that just completely misinterpret like Rosalina as like being like, oh, is she like the Mario god? And it's like, no, she's basically a space mom. She tells little Luma's bedtime stories and then drops them off and has them become planets and stuff like that. That's her role, and I think they still kind of understood that, so that's good.
Yeah.
That being said, don't expect to see Rosalina that much in the movie.
Yeah. What do you think about like the actors and stuff like that?
Honestly, I thought the actors were pretty good.
Yeah, I thought all of the actors were like good. Except for maybe Yoshi.
Yeah, I mean Yoshi's just kind of there. It's like I feel like you could have just like used like
the first time that Yoshi talked.
Yoshi.
We leaned over and we're like,
oh man. I mean, okay. So who is Yoshi in this movie?
Yoshi
Donald
was
Glover?
Donald Glover.
Who
is Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. So he's a rapper?
Before this, you didn't know this. He made Redbone. Dun 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 dun.
I still don't know what that song is. I listened to the song.
I made him listen to it.
But yeah,
so he's been in a couple movies before.
Apparently, according to like Times, he's one of the 100 most important people of all time.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All
I
right.
mean, I made Fortune Street too. I'm just saying. I don't think he's made any Fortune Street games, but you know, I'll let Times have this one.
No.
Apparently, he's on that status. But I don't know. He was just Yoshi. I mean, I kind of wish that they got.
It's okay. Most of his lines were Yoshi anyway, so it's not like it really affected that much. Yoshi's character, like, he
was
itself, it's a supporting character, which is sad because that's what they teased in the last
first
movie.
It was
and
such
then
a stupid tease. Though.
It was a really stupid tease. Like, Yoshi is not a very complicated character. There's not really much there if you tease. It's
is literally just there as a sidekick in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's supposed to be. Although I do want to say one detail that they got right with Yoshi is whenever somebody jumped on Yoshi, it made the woof sound effect.
Actually?
Yeah, every single time it happened.
Oh
I paid
my
attention,
goodness.
and that does happen. So whenever somebody sat on him, he made the woof sound effect.
That is so awesome.
That is
I love
actually
that.
awesome.
And
But,
the other actors did good too.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Bowser Jr.'s was good. Actually,
Bowser Jr. was really good. Yeah, Benny Staffy. Again, I feel like the thing with this time around.
Safety.
Yeah, I think the thing with this time around is they picked actors that were pretty like actually good to their characters. Like there was no Cranky Kong in this movie where it was just like what the hell were they smoking? They didn't pull any random like chain smoker off the street to voice Shy Guy's one line in this movie. I feel like everyone was pretty good, including the deep cuts, even in like later in the movie. I don't know if they spoiled that or not.
I think we should bring that up for later.
Yeah, we'll bring up those characters in the spoiler section just to make sure that they didn't spoil those or anything. But yeah, I would still say that overall everything was kind of still better than the first movie. Obviously, the impact value is a little bit diminished because like now we know what Mario's gonna look like on the big screen, and I feel like there's a little bit of like excitement that's like lost with that. But still, I still do think that there was improvement over the first movie overall. Like, in particular, I do feel like the storyboarding was very much better. Like, a lot of the shots and the camera panning, and especially like the combat and stuff like that, was a lot more sharp. There were a lot more like visual jokes too that worked on their own, and that all goes into the story reporting department. I feel like that was a big step up. And then I also do feel like the visuals were really good this time around too. There was a lot of spectacle moments where it was just like, yeah, this could actually be like a screensaver on your monitor, like actual like artistic shots. The writing, though, I did not see an improvement. I am sorry.
Some of the dialogue was just hard.
My biggest like wonder was like, are they actually going to improve the writing at all? And I can confidently say that no, the writing has not improved. I'm sorry. When Illumination leveled up their D&D stats, they still they were just like, we're just going full in on the graphic design department.
Yep, and then the writing is still like,
doing a 0-point writing run.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even the slow stuff with like Mario.
Like I can say specific lines. I don't think I should here, but like
not in the spoilers section.
No. But like there were just some that were like hearing it. I'm like, oh my goodness.
No, it's like
it was just there were some lines that were just so cringy.
There are so many cringy lines where we just looked at each other and we're just like, yeah.
Oh. But
they are rocking their 0 writing stat with pride.
It was manageable. There would be like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 that were like really bad where we had to like look at each other and be like, are we so for real? But like it was manageable. Like the movie was still like entertaining. It was definitely
just as an example for the record, like remember when we watched the trailer before, and even then in the trailer when like it was the trailer with Bowser showing like Mario and Luigi like his painting or whatever, the writing in the trailer sounds so much better than the actual movie, because in the trailer I was just like, what do you guys think? And then we just like, oh yeah, I love the colors, it's great. And then Mario just looks at him, he says, it's trash. And in the movie, they changed the line. He says,
a changed line.
My criticism for you, it's trash. And it's like, no, the trailer was legit funnier. Like the pacing,
it's just
like,
trash.
It's
like,
trash.
That would have been good.
It would have been good, but they changed it for the movie.
There's so many where it's just like some lines just.
Yeah, there's not good writing.
The impact is just like not there.
I will say this, yeah, in terms of like the jokes in the movie, all of the storyboarded jokes are so much better. But yeah, when it comes to the writing, I feel like those could have been touched up a little bit before they were like sent into production. The animation was still great. It was still a little bit funnier, not by much though. There were not as many like hidden references in this movie. The references in this movie were definitely way more upfront and in your face.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't like that as much, because I feel like one thing
I love having to like scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
For, like the last one, it was like, oh, how many ones could you pick up? Like, I think there was a Pikmin little statue.
There was
cute.
Pikmin
that was in the
statue
first one.
in the background, and it's like,
look. They still care about Pikmin.
They still care about it. And then in this movie...
yeah, it's just all up in your face, like, okay, well, that reference was...
Yeah.
It's there, believe me.
It's cool,
I like it when they're more subtle.
Yeah, it definitely... those references and stuff like that were a lot better when they were subtle. And the movie still has plenty of, like, small references in the background, but there's way more big ones that are just right in your face. And it's just like, hey, did you get it, Nintendo fans?
Yeah, one thing that the second movie had a lot less of was like copyrighted music, I guess.
That is correct. I think there was maybe how many songs in the whole movie that was like actual like real life music? There was just one.
There was Hypnotized. There was Hypnotized with Notorious B.I.G. And they played no.
They didn't play any of the lyrics.
None of it.
It would be. It's a joke that you have to know the lyrics to get the joke.
Like it's like Brooklyn. Like that's part of Hypnotized. You know.
Yeah. So for the context, this happened so early in the movie, anyways. Yoshi's just casually walking through Brooklyn. And it's playing.
And it's playing it, and it's hilarious. But they can't play any of the lyrics.
Any of the lyrics of the song. It is something that you have to know it to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was hilarious.
The first fan edit of this movie is going to be restoring that song with the lyrics, and it's gonna be terrible. But yeah.
There was a lot more like Mario music. One of the biggest score for this music was.
Yeah, one of the biggest things from the movie, like Mario movie 1, is people wanted to hear the Mario remixes for this movie, and I'm very happy to say that they got their way this time. They had so many Mario music tracks in this movie that they remixed throughout. Again, so much of Nintendo. Like, even though they skipped straight to Galaxy, there was like Mario Sunshine remixes in there. Star Fox gets a ton of music that's also remixed in the movie, so if you are a fan of fighting on Corneria with no items as everyone but Fox, you're gonna get a whiff of that. But yeah, the music is such a big treat of this movie as like a Nintendo fan, and I'm so glad that they actually doubled down on just letting the actual people who made the music for this like movie like cook with the Mario music, because it was well worth it.
I think there was like music in almost every, like, I think music was playing almost the entire time. It was so nice to hear. Like, genuinely, I think my favorite part of my favorite takeaway from the whole movie is the soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just beautiful.
Man, I don't want to spoil too many songs that were in there, but just a few of them that I could pick up. They got like the Hammer Bros theme from Super Mario Bros. 3. They got the final level from Mario Galaxy. I mean, they pretty much got all of the orchestral tracks from Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. They both games feel like equally represented in this movie, which is something that I wasn't expecting. But yeah, they're both here. And they're both great.
Would you recommend this movie to people? I would.
Would I recommend it to people? Definitely, if you liked the Mario movie 1, like if you watched Mario movie 1, I mean, the movie is easy to watch at this point. Like, I saw it for free once on a plane just because. Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
If you liked the Mario movie 1, it's obviously not that hard to track down if you want to like give it a go. If you liked it the first time, you're probably going to like it the second time. Unless if you're like an uber fan of Rosalina, that might make you a little salty. But
I think it's still worth watching for sure.
Yeah, I think so. It's great Nintendo.
If you don't have some expectation of it being like, oh, it's gonna be such a great story because it's Galaxy. Galaxy has such a great story. Like, don't have like great expectations for like the story, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, recognize, oh, this is gonna be a Mario movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be like the first one, and if you come into it with that expectation, then you're gonna come away with,
that was a pleasant movie. Yeah,
this was entertaining. This was a good 100 minutes of entertainment for me.
I will say that I'm almost just okay. I'm not like deflated, but I will say this. With the Mario movie 1, I almost kind of like, at the time when it came out, I was almost just kind of like flabbergasted of like, wow, Illumination made a Mario movie and it didn't suck. And it was just kind of like, watching a magician do a trick for the first time, where you're just like, whoa, how did they do that? That didn't really seem, comprehensively possible. But it kind of feels like this movie is watching the magician do the same trick again, and then you see how they do the trick, and it's just like, oh yeah.
No, the magic is gone.
The magic is that this movie is basically 100 minutes of Nintendo fan service, and that's the movie. Like, as a Nintendo fan, it's a great movie, but like, that's what the movie is. That's what you're signing on for. So again, if you're expecting, like, if you don't know who Mario is for some reason, or it's like, if you're not even a fan of Nintendo at all, it's like, why are you even watching this movie? I didn't even check the critical score of this movie. I cannot expect it to be high. I don't even think it'll be higher than like the first one, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you think the critical score is for this movie right now?
I don't know. You want to look it up?
We can do it. We're completely blind.
Yeah.
I bet,
why not? Why not?
What do you think it's gonna be? What do you think it is gonna be?
67%.
67. I think it's gonna be lower than 50.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, Rotten Tomatoes Mario Galaxy movie.
Let's see it.
Let's see the Rotten Tomatoes score. 44%. I was right.
44.
Under 50.
Wait, click on it just to make sure. That's just right. 44.
Yeah, 44%. Yeah, look at that. Vivid worlds, memorable characters, silly laughs. The Mario Galaxy movie is not deep, but it's made with love and hits the spot. Honestly,
yeah. That
checks out.
That's true. Whoever that was
shout out
with
to
that.
Andres Lukowski. You nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's a good.
You should be the top comment. All right, cool beans.
Are you thinking that we're ready to head into spoiler activity yet?
So, before we go into spoiler section, you want to just end off with one more stinger question?
Yeah, hit me
All
with
right.
it. What's up?
Stinger question. Well, what's your take Do you prefer your Lumas with or without the mouths?
Wait,
because the Lumas have mouths.
They do have mouths.
They do have mouths.
Oh
in
my!
this movie.
I didn't even know. Yeah, and they don't in the game. Oh my!
They don't have them. In the games.
They had mouths in the first game though, or in the first movie though, right?
That was the little shopping Luma. Like, that is an actual character in the games who does have a mouth. But normally, the little baby Lumas that we see in the movie, they don't have mouths.
I was not bothered by it. I thought it looked cute. I thought it looked clean. I think that the Lumas from the game are cuter.
I tried visualizing in my head what the Lumas would be without the mouths, and I feel like...
I think it wouldn't have fit.
I feel like it could have worked, but, like, the reason why they probably didn't is because, like, when, you know, you dub things for other languages and stuff like that, having characters have mouths to, like, say, oh, that character is clearly talking right now. I feel like that's important. But I do feel like they are, like, a smackerel cursed.
Yeah. I
Little
don't
Lumas.
know. I thought it was cute. I got used to it.
That will also be in the first fan edit of this movie. They're gonna add the actual song that Yoshi does, all the lyrics to the
Hypnotized
song.
by Notorious B.I.G.
They're gonna add Hypnotized with the full lyrics, just full profanity and all, of just Yoshi walking through Brooklyn. And they're gonna digitally remove all of the mouths off of all of the Lumas in the movie, which, good luck with that. There's a lot of Lumas.
Alright, now I think it's time to head into those spoiler sections. So for anybody who hasn't seen the movie yet, get out.
This is time for you to leave the video.
Out.
Alright, we have entered the spoiler zone for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Are you ready for the biggest takeaway from the entire movie? The biggest stinger? Rosalina's brother has been deconfirmed. Rest in peace.
Yup. Dude, all of the, like, I don't know about you guys, I grew up on the Game Theorist videos.
Yeah.
All of those
so here's the thing that we were talking about before.
Yeah,
here's the thing that we were talking about before with, like, Rosalina. If you have, like, any pre-established headcanon from either the games or the Game Theorists or whatever you want to think of Rosalina,
gone.
They pretty much just wrote their own thing entirely.
Yep,
so
it's gone.
This is not canon to the games. It's not canon to... It's only canon to itself, I guess, for that matter. But yeah, Rosalina, basically when people think of Rosalina's backstory, they think of Mario Galaxy and how she lost her family and how she learned to cope with that and how she learned to become, you know, the mommy of the stars and all that copium. But yeah, in this movie, they just like, her new backstory is that her and Princess Peach, they are sisters now, and they were separated from birth due to some kind of thing that happened. It was never even it was never expanded on in the movie. It was just some event caused Rosalina to be like, oh no, they're after us, you're gonna have to go in this warp pipe. And then
that's
she just gets,
conveniently there, by the way.
She just gets, I don't know, the givered
the
to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, the entire backstory that they give for Rosalina is just like, so
yeah, if there's gonna be one thing that the diehard fans of Mario like are gonna rage about this movie, it's probably gonna be that.
Number one, it's bad enough that Rosalina's like literally just
Rosalina got completely shoehorned like into like the device of this movie, and it's just like that's probably the thing that's gonna tip them off the most.
And then for them to also like have no like a terrible backstory for Rosalina. It's like,
I don't even think it's that terrible. It's
I guess it's not that bad.
It's been done before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Also, Toadsworth is still gone.
Toadsworth is not in the movie.
Dude, that stupid blue Toad with the glasses.
Blue Toad came back.
Yes.
It should be Toadsworth.
It should be Toadsworth.
It's
Get
not
out
Toadsworth.
of here. It doesn't even have a name. It's
it's Elder Toad.
Elder Toad.
Elder Blue Toad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because
Such a shame.
I'm trying to, like, Rosalina had a brother in the story. You get the book when you 100%.
Yeah, you unlock the story as you go through along, and there is one page of the book that does say, yeah, Rosalina and her brother would sled down that hill. But yeah, she does have a brother. It's, I guess, either she still has it and he's just like peaced out and left.
Yep.
He went to go get milk, I guess.
Yeah.
Or yeah, just rest in peace, Rosalina's brother, no longer existent in the universe of Mario. Rest in peace. Well, at least the cinematic universe of Mario.
Yeah.
Speaking about going and getting milk, Bowser kind of has a little thing. He kind of, have to re-explain how Bowser Jr. gets like added to the story, and Bowser was just like, "Oh man, I've been a bad dad. I haven't seen my son in years."
I just laughed. I sent him to boarding school, and he apparently got expelled. School. And by the way, after he got expelled, he literally just became the richest person on the planet. And apparently, I had no idea.
The
universe, and all of this was news to me. That entire army I had all of a sudden like became his, but no explanation at all. I have no knowledge of this.
It's so bad the movie, but yeah, it's funny bad. I'll give it that. Like, if you're gonna have to add Bowser Jr. to the story of the cinematic universe of Nintendo,
I guess that was
that was the way to do it.
That was the way to do it.
Through space boarding school.
It's so funny to me that Bowser Jr. is like, I don't know.
He's totally chill about it too.
Yes, he has no
remorse. He's like, yeah, my dad is still the coolest guy ever.
Yes. And not only that, he doesn't need his dad.
He doesn't need him.
He's already the richest dude ever. He captured Rosalina.
Okay, to be fair, in the movie it is stated that he is his only friend because Bowser did do puppet stories for him as a kid. And I feel like they do a really good job with those puppets. They lean into it for that section of the movie and then they bring it back for the credits.
That was cute.
Yeah,
I actually really enjoyed that thing. That made me forgive the terrible writing.
Terrible writing?
Yeah, that made me forgive the terrible write-in of how Bowser Jr. came to be, period, and then also came to be that powerfully, period.
Yeah.
Like,
that is still wild. Also, you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
Bowser Jr. basically makes a Bowser planet in this movie, and his Bowser planet literally just is Blade Runner. So, for any of the people that wanted the Super Mario Bros. Movie to be more like the Super Mario Bros. Movie from like 1993 or whatever, there you go. You got your Blade Runner Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
There you go. It's there.
Yeah, the Bowser planet just doesn't make any sense to me.
The Bowser planet? I mean, it looks like a good place to live, other than the
no, just how did Bowser Jr. get there?
Like, I don't know. You got the paintbrush.
Hey, that was like one of the 4 planets that they go to.
Yeah.
It's barely.
Here's the thing.
Galaxy
movie. For a movie called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, they don't really go to a whole lot of planets. Like, I feel like they go to less planets in this movie than they go to places in their short little montage in the Super Mario 1 movie to get to Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, actually, I feel like a montage would have been at least a little bit of a justice.
Because, let's count them.
They go to. Yeah, they obviously they start out on a planet.
If they start out on, in the Mushroom Kingdom, as you typically do, obviously they do have the Comet Observatory as set dressing for the movie, but they don't really go to that until they don't really use that as a place a whole lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically go from Earth, that we can assume, it's got Brooklyn. I hope Earth would have a Brooklyn on it. But yeah, they start from Earth, they go to Bee Planet, and then they go to a dinosaur planet, and then I think they go to Bowser.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think they have 4 planets for a Galaxy movie.
For a Galaxy movie. I mean, they do have a lot of planets from Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 in the background, and it's cool to be able to be oh yeah,
it's that one level.
It's that one level. Okay, the one funny thing is they have the the lava planet from the fire and ice planet from Mario Galaxy 1, except they totally scaled it down for some reason. So they just they casually fly through it in a second, and it's that was a huge planet in the original game. You were inside the planet. That was the whole point of that level. And in this one, it's literally just boop, there it is. It's the size of
Did you miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And the Bee Planet, they had no plot other than Bowser being
didn't have plot.
I
they
guess
separated Bowser.
Bowser's a good guy.
Yeah.
Which I think is so weird. Bowser's whole arc too. I'm sorry, but I don't know. Bowser's not a bad guy.
Bowser's not a bad guy in this movie, if you think about it. Literally, his whole plot of the movie is he just wants to be I don't know,
a good
guy.
I mean,
obviously, he sounds like he's got a lot of temper to him, but when they go to the Bee Planet, Bowser legitimately
sacrifices
himself. He was
oh yeah, I'm just gonna be a slave for the rest of my life. He had no
backup plan. He traded his life for to eternal enslavement for the Mario Bros and Yoshi to go free. And Bowser didn't have any motives at that point of the story. So basically what happens is he gets sent out to the bee worker mines or whatever to like, undo the complete like travesty of Mario and Luigi like crashing Peach's castle or whatever into their planet. And Bowser just gets abducted by Bowser Jr. Like, he had no plan for that. He didn't even like realize his son was like
Yeah, and I guess like that was like the only resolve for like the Mario Bowser conflict too, which was like, and then after that there is really no more conflict.
There's no more conflict.
He just goes back to being Bowser.
He just goes back to being Bowser because like, I guess it's like his son wanted to rule the galaxy, and like he's so proud of his son for doing so good. He's like, yeah, he's got to rule the galaxy, and we got to rule together. But I actually got feelings for Mario.
I guess he's like, no, don't kill them.
Yeah, we can't kill the Mario Bros. I like them now for some reason.
And then all of a sudden that whole sentiment drops as soon as he sees his Koopa army again. I don't know why.
He just loves them Koopas, bro.
I guess.
It's that turtle energy to him, man.
Yeah. So I thought that was weird. They go to the dinosaur planet after that.
They do. Yep. They have a little Yoshi's Island
they also go to the terminal place.
Oh yeah, the gate. That's right.
The gate.
So there is the gate in the movie, like the first planet of like Mario Galaxy 1, but they completely recontextualized it within the context of the movie. It's like
an airport,
an airport terminal, which is like not
it's specifically the airport at Las Vegas.
Yeah, the Las Vegas airport. They just made it the Las Vegas airport. It was just like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, Rob was there. That was fun.
Rob was working there at the airport.
That joke got used 3 times.
It did. To be fair, that joke was funny.
Yeah, I didn't know that Rob was like. I guess I knew that Rob was that slow, but like for me,
that's what
he
does.
Okay.
He spins really, really slowly. He picks up gyros and then he spins really, 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 really slowly back.
Yep.
I like that joke. That was a really funny one. But what I was just about to say was they go to that airport and there's a lot of like NPCs there from like Mario games, and I don't know if there's really any context for being there. But, like, all of the Piantas are there from like Mario Sunshine. It's like, well, how did they get into space? Well, I mean, I guess they're in space in Mario Galaxy too.
Yeah, how did anybody get into space? How did Bowser Jr. get into space?
I don't know.
None of it really makes sense.
None of it makes sense.
Then I don't know. I thought it was weird that just underneath the terminal was the whole like casino. It was like more than a casino. It was a whole city.
So yeah, it was
bad guy city,
underground casino of Super Mario Bros. 2 USA.
Yeah,
it's basically run under this like Wart mafia boss, which is a deep cut. I don't know if they spoiled Wart pre like movie or not. I wasn't like that attentive to it to hear that. Apparently Star Fox was enough to break the news, but not Wart if he did. But yeah, Wart was there, Birdo was there. Birdo didn't have any lines, though.
Yeah.
Mauser was there, except Mauser sounded like an actual mouse, which is, like, so wrong if you've watched the Super Mario Bros. Cartoon, because he, like, has this really deep voice in the Super Mario Bros. Cartoon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, deep cuts to get, like, a little ninja army that Peach has to fight. But yeah, that's like a whole like Super Mario Bros. 2 USA kind of tribute in that kind of section. And I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, I thought the Peach fight was also like really cool. I'm not gonna lie, with the ninjas. So I don't know. It was odd that it was there, I guess, but also like I wasn't like opposed to it.
I feel like that would have been one of the sections that they would have played their music. Like they would have just dug into their Music Hollywood banks and they would have done that in that section to like justify it being there. But again, the whole point was the music that they chose for that section was like Mario, like actual music, and I feel like the fans won in the end with that. But I do feel like that kind of ruins like the moviness to it. It's like, oh, they're doing this to feature that song. It's like, no, this one's for the fans. The fans wanted the Nintendo music and they got the Nintendo music, so I applaud them for that.
Yeah. I thought the dinosaur planet was odd. I thought
it kind of felt like an Illumination short in a way. Like, oh, we have a few extra minutes to kill, like to justify being on this planet.
Guess, yeah.
Let's have some antics.
I thought I was shocked. I thought it was gonna go something along the lines of like, oh, this is gonna be Yoshi's Island. Like, oh, that kind of explains it. Like, and then, oh my goodness, we have Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, we have Yoshi. I thought it was gonna like do something like that, and then no, it was literally just like some antics with a dinosaur, and I was like, oh.
So for context, I guess there's one point of the movie where Fox McCloud, since they team up with Fox McCloud to go to Bowser's planet, and they hop in his air wing and everything, which, by the way, doesn't have any windows this time around, so I guess everyone's chill with breathing in space for whenever Star Fox gets expanded into its own cinematic universe or whatever. Yeah, they're all... Bowser Jr.'s like, oh yeah, we gotta kill him. Bowser's like, no, don't kill him. I got feelings for him now because they're my bros or whatever. Actually, Bowser and Luigi seem to have a good chemistry.
Yeah, I love that, by the way.
I feel like Luigi
almost died to Bowser earlier,
Luigi almost died to Bowser the first movie, and they patched everything up in this movie. Like, they're the most chill homies ever. But anyways, Bowser Jr.'s solution is like, alright, we're gonna turn them into babies for you, Dad. So, he shoots them with, like a super scope or something. They get turned back into Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. And apparently, for some reason, he also throws down the actual like gun
and it
that
also can
unzap them into babies. And that's probably like a 5-minute plot that they go on to get it back.
Yep. It was odd.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Illumination short-coded. Like, this could have been its own thing on its own. Like, this should have been like a DVD feature, like, what did Yoshi do while they were on the dinosaur planet? Or something like that. But, like, yeah, it's in the movie. It is what it is. It's probably, like, the most pace killer of the movie, I would say. But, like, it's not as bad as, like, the eel scene in, like, Super Mario Movie 1, where it was just, like, that needed to be completely rewritten. It's just basically, like, antics for the sake of antics in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which it's like, yeah.
I guess. The Bowser's, like, planet was funny. There's a bunch of visual jokes that are good, like the Koopas getting turned into dry bones. That's funny, like...
Again,
I don't know.
The storyboarding is great in this movie, but I feel like the writing was not.
Yeah.
Although, you want to know, like, a thing that I kind of forgot was, like, a mechanic in the movies. So, Bowser is small in the movie because that's the state that he was in the first movie. He was a tiny little boy because they fed him a mini mushroom. And I forgot that the logic in the Mario movies, which isn't like the games, by the way, is if you get punched after you eat a mini mushroom, you revert back to normal size.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I thought he was begging for, like, his death for a second. Like, I thought they were gonna one-up him, like, give him a one-up or something.
And I completely forgot that that's the logic of how the movies operated. So
because that's not how it works.
Because, like, that is... Basically, Bowser in that section was just like, hey, are you guys gonna punch me so I can revert back to normal size? Which is kind of funny in retrospect. You'd think that Bowser could, like, hurt himself to, like, revert back to normal size, if that was the true logic of the movie. But no, Bowser was basically baiting Mario to get back to normal size, which he does. So yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop, but I'm like, okay, yeah, actually, that makes sense. I mean, that's a way how to do it. I would have assumed that he was just gonna eat a mushroom or something, but, like... By the way, the mushrooms were really not in this movie at all. I mean, Peach eats a mushroom. Yeah, Peach eats a mushroom. And that's it. Mario still has his hatred of mushrooms, I guess. That's never been resolved either. You want to know what I want to actually talk about?
What?
I want to talk about the cool power-ups. Because they had some deep cut power-ups there.
They did, yeah. They had the drill one.
They had the penguin suit.
They had the penguin suit. They had the frog suit, too,
I haven't gotten to play with the drill that much because that one's in Wonder and I still have that game, like, unboxed. I want to play it with you sometime. But, like, so I haven't gotten to experiment. There is a drill power-up in Mario Galaxy 2. It's not really like a power-up, he just uses a drill to, like, spin through the planet. So I guess that's why they chose the power-up itself to represent that. But I thought the choice of the Cloud Flower...
I thought it was a nice touch. I love the Cloud Flower.
That's honestly probably the only power-up in the Mario Galaxy games that's actually fundamentally, like, good game design. All the other ones are like actual dog. But, like,
the boulder one, bro.
The boulder one. Don't dog on my boy Rock Mushroom. You just shake the Wii remote.
Yeah.
It's like that's it.
That's it.
But yeah, the Cloud Flower was there and it got good use. Creative use, I would say, because it's not inherently offensive power-up or anything. It's just you make 3 cloud power-ups with it. Although we didn't have to keep rejuvenating cloud flowers because that's how the power-up works in the games. If you want to make more than 3 clouds, you have to go back and get a new cloud flower to make 3 new platforms.
Yep.
So you could just have infinite cloud, I guess.
Hey, if you could punch Bowser and make him go back to normal, then you know what, screw it. They could change it up.
Yeah, they could change it up.
I loved the addition of the Cloud Flower. I thought that one was cute. And also the what's that one power up that Mario gets like at the very end? You only get it one time in the games, right?
Oh, the star, yeah.
Yes.
The red power star for like 1 level and the hub world for Super Mario Galaxy 1 is in the movie. And it's about as used as much in the movie as it is in the games.
Can't lie, it's kind of sick though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, he does do a pretty cool maneuver with that at the end. Although I do have to say something with the actual like pacing of the movie. Okay, here's the thing. They did the Bowser Jr. introduction fight, and unironically, it was really good. Like the animators were on point with like the choreography of the scene and everybody doing everything. And it was like, oh my god! I actually looked at Isaiah and I was like, man, they're actually they're cooking.
This is incredible.
The animation's like low key good, and then unfortunately, I don't think there's anything in the movie that tops that.
Yeah,
moment.
I was gonna say I was expecting like. After that, I was like expecting, the next big fight. Oh, the next big fight.
The next big fight, and it never happens because literally,
yeah,
like that scene is really good, and it never is able to relive up to that moment. And it's like, oh man, they got the wrong animators working on the wrong scenes of this movie. That needed to be at the end, and the end needed to be at the beginning because man,
yeah, that like specifically for me, I was so disappointed with the Bowser Bridge fight because I was like, oh my goodness, this is so awesome.
I knew
like they got him on the bridge.
They got him on the bridge. They got him with the axe, and they actually makes logical sense for being there on the bridge this time. He brings it to the fight as a weapon, and then Mario like uses it as a weapon himself to actually cut down the bridge. So yes, they do have the Bowser Bridge fight in the actual movie. Too bad it's just as climactic as it is in the movie as it is in the games.
Yeah. Yeah.
You jump over Bowser and you use the axe. That's it. But I knew that wasn't going to be the final battle, but I still was kind of underwhelmed with the actual final battle too, where Bowser Jr. like paints the dragon. I think the dragon might be a reference to Super Mario Odyssey because there's like a dragon in that game. But like, I don't know. Basically, the final battle comes down to using the paintbrush from Super Mario Sunshine, and you know the characters kind of exchange blows with what they create and who's holding the paintbrush. And Luigi, I think it's hilarious that Luigi, what he makes is he just makes Mr. Game & Watch because apparently he can only draw stick figures. And Mr. Game & Watch just goes to war for a little bit, becomes a Smash Bros movie again for a fleeting moment.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Although unfortunately, Mr. Game & Watch does die in the movie. Rest in peace. He gets decapitated.
Yeah, straight up, like he's only a pair of legs now.
Yeah, he is just a pair of legs. So whenever we get the Smash Bros movie, Mr. Game & Watch is just gonna be half a body, unless if they get a hold of the magic paintbrush again, which I don't know where that ended up at the final part of the movie.
Yeah, no, but the pacing really like did not like. It's so sad.
The pacing was definitely different because the movie Mario Movie 1 was very, very fast-paced, like almost too fast-paced. And it almost kind of feels like you're expecting that going into Mario Movie 2. And it's like, I don't know, there were some definitely strangely paced elements of it. Like, definitely the slow parts with, like, Mario and Peach were like, okay, this just kind of hit a wall a little bit. I definitely feel like, now that they kind of addressed the issue that they needed slower pacing for some of the parts, but I don't know if they knew how to pump the brakes the right way when they actually did it. So, yeah. I mean, I'll give credit where credit is due. They tried to address criticism. It's just...
You wanna talk about some of the references?
The references, since we're already talking about Game & Watch?
Yeah.
What other ones were there? I mean, we already talked about...
We talked about, like, all the references, like, in the first one were, like, niche.
Yeah,
like, you had to, like, search for them.
You had to search for them?
All of them are all up in your face.
I mean, like, Mario has Excitebike running on his NES when they revisit his room.
That one's niche. That one's niche. I missed that one.
Yeah,
like,
it's just the title screen, so it's like if you know it, you know it. But the Pikmin one was a little in your face.
The Pikmin 2. Okay, there were two Pikmin ones.
There were two Pikmin. Well, okay, here's the thing. They go past a spaceship in this section that's implied to be like Space Junk Galaxy, and that's in there in the games. Like there is a spaceship that's a reference to Captain Lamar's spaceship, but I guess in the context of this movie, that is just an actual spaceship because the SS Dolphin that Captain Lamar has just shows up in the movie.
It's like it gives like 7 seconds of screen time where you just watch it go down, and they open the doors, and there's Pikmin,
and then the Pikmin come out, and it pans out, and it's just a tiny little ship because obviously everything in Pikmin is literally like the size of like a quarter, yeah. But
what makes me so sad is like, oh, I had more fun searching for the Pikmin statue
in Pikmin 1 or in Mario movie 1 than just having all the Pikmin like come out of the SS Dolphin. Like even if they just panned up from the dolphin and just like zooming out and it being really small and the Pikmin don't even come out, that would have been funny to me because it's like, oh, it's like, oh, it's this rocket, and you know that it's the dolphin, and then it zooms out and it's a tiny rocket, and you're like, oh yeah, because literally it's a tiny little boy.
Dolphin, yeah,
it's the dolphin. It's tiny.
I guess I had to do the Pikmin because the Pikmin. Oh, it's the Pikmin. They're cute. Blah 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 blah. But like, I don't know. It's more fun when they like had them in the background.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Definitely.
But I don't know. Maybe that sets up for like.
That's the third thing that they need to do for the fan edit of this movie. They just need to have that. Just have it pan up from the SS Dolphin. Just have it be a tiny little boy, and then they just walk right past it like they don't even realize it.
Yep.
That's the third joke that they missed.
Yeah. Flood was in the background in that one scene.
Flood was in the background when it was in Bowser Jr.'s like torture catalog.
Yeah, when he was grabbing the like little gun. The
little baby gun, like the Super
maker.
Scope. Yeah, it's a blink and you'll miss it thing, but you can see Flood like from Mario Sunshine in the background, which kind of raises an implication.
There was also Egad's face on one of the mugs.
Yeah, Egad's face is on one of the mugs. He's a little, he seems a little bit more sinister this time around because obviously Egad is kind of like a neutral party in Mario.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. He's always been like.
I mean, he's a good guy, but like obviously he's like, he helps Luigi out because that helps his ghost research. But he also clearly is sporting like stuff for Bowser and stuff like that too.
Yep.
So it's like he's just there for profit.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. He's still hidden, but he's there.
He is there. Like... He is looming in the maybe he is like the freaking time master of the NCU, just pulling the strings of everything.
I don't know. There was a lot of Mario references. Like there was a whole Super Mario Maker section. They had two.
That's right.
Two Super Mario Maker sections.
There are two Super Mario Maker sections in this movie, and it feels a little bit forced. I'm not gonna lie, but I do think it is hilarious how it's not Mario Maker 2. It is specifically Mario Maker 1 for the Wii U. So there you go. Wii U mentioned in 2026.
Yep.
It is in the Mario Galaxy movie.
But apart from that, there weren't as many references, I guess.
It all depends on how you think of it, because like in the first movie, all of the references were kind of in the Brooklyn area, and that's where you could see like, oh, there's like balloon flight. I don't know, what were they doing? I think it was like a car wash or something like that, and there was like ice climbers, Coca-Cola stands or something like that. But they were all like references to old NES games in the background of like, the Brooklyn area. And since they really don't do much in the Brooklyn area except for Yoshi walking through it with that music in the background, yeah, there's really not a whole lot that they could put in the background, so everything was just in the foreground. And I feel like that was a little bit less fun. I feel like between you and me, I am still excited to like rewatch the movie again and see if there's anything I missed, but I feel like there's way less that I missed than I did watching the first Super Mario movie the first time. Yeah. Oh, how could we forget? There was just one of the very like corny things that they did in the movie when Peach gets sent to Luma to go on her little quest in space. And
our princess is captured. Oh no, you have to help us.
Yeah,
that line
was bad.
Oh, that was corny.
Our princess is captured. You have to help us. But yeah, she gets sent to little Luma, not the baby Luma from Mario Galaxy, but just a regular Luma.
Just a regular yellow Luma.
Just a regular normal Luma. Who's credited as Yellow Luma in the actual
in the credits.
It's funny how it's the second name on the billing because everything is like in like chronological order or something like that.
It definitely. Oh,
but yeah, Yellow Luma is just the second name you see in the credits. But yeah, basically she gets sent to Luma to start her on her quest, and she leaves Mario a note. And it literally does like the dramatic like opening to Mario 64 where it has her note on the side of the screen
and
with
then
her
she's
face,
in the sky
with her face in the sky, and it's like, okay, that was corny, but I kind of like that.
I loved it. Yeah. I loved that so much. Dear mustache.
Dear mustache. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Let's see what else got teased. Oh yeah, Daisy at the end got teased. Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. What can you do with that?
I have some suspicions.
You have some hunches?
Truth be told, this is where I think that they're gonna go. We already talked about. Oh, we so pre-fired the Nintendo NCU, like the NCU.
Yeah, we predict a lot. We predicted Mario Galaxy movie.
The
we
cinematic
predicted
universe.
the MCU, and they're obviously going to expand off of this. But like,
I'm guessing specifically for Mario. I bet you they're gonna do a Luigi's Mansion something.
Yeah, I could definitely.
I think so. Well, like, cause like,
yeah,
number one, we've had 2 Mario movies now. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody loves Luigi. Like, yeah. I feel like they're gonna go down that path. Plus, we know Egad is still around.
Yep.
And then Daisy got teased. And for me, I think that's enough to where I think you could build a Luigi's Mansion movie. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be the exact plot of Mario's captured.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Again, remember
King Boo.
Awesome. King Boo is in the first movie too, as a background Easter egg. So yeah, they have everything there.
I really hope that they do it.
Yeah, me too. That could be a funny like Halloween like spoofy movie, because it's like they always play like Halloween movies at theaters, and it's like you look at the theaters and it's always like all the indies trying so hard to be so edgy with whatever new property that becomes public domain. But it's like, I want a nice goofy movie to go to on Halloween. Yeah, give me a Luigi's Mansion movie, like, and just drop that in theaters or something. I don't know. Actually, that would ruin the kids' Halloween night, but I don't know. But yeah, I feel like a Luigi's Mansion movie that could obviously work. Obviously, Luigi's Mansion is a huge Nintendo IP, so like they could do that.
I'm hoping they do. I would be.
Donkey Kong obviously makes tons of sense for a movie. I feel like
they have one in the works, don't they?
I think so. I think so. It's basically an on and off thing, but I would absolutely believe that they have one in the works. Obviously, they got Star Fox in this movie, and it's like they're probably just eager to get going on something like that, or even just shorts or something.
Yeah, isn't there something with like Legend of Zelda right now too? Like that they're talking about a movie?
Here's the question. We call it an NCU, but the real question is, are they going to make it an NCU, or is it going to be an MCU? Like, is it a Miyamoto cinematic universe? Because I don't know if like Zelda realistically can be tied into Mario. I feel like there's too much, like, with the lore that they have going on right now, I don't think you can just bring in Zelda unless if it's like a different universe altogether, because it's like in Zelda you have multiple timelines, you have like deities, you have like different characters and stuff like that, and generations that go through for like games. And it's like in Mario movie, it's like, okay, we're sending a Brooklyn plumber into space riding dinosaurs.
Yep.
Deal with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard that was in the works. Is that, I don't know if it is or not.
But like again, it's like it's a live action movie. So
really?
It's not like It's not.
I just knew about its existence. I knew nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna have any ties to any Nintendo properties.
That makes me feel a little bit better. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
About it.
But I could absolutely see this going in like a Miyamoto cinematic universe. Again, it's like everything that we've seen so far, Miyamoto's had some like involvement in. Obviously, he's like Star Fox is one of his. Pikmin.
I was gonna say Pikmin is getting so much love.
Pikmin is Miyamoto's baby. Let's see. Obviously, we saw a lot of things already that he's worked on in the past. Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, stuff that he's already had involvement in. So I wonder how like how much is it really going to branch outwards? Apparently Nintendo also has the movie rights to Kirby now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that was some weird acquisition that came through on I think last year. Like HAL Laboratories just decided to forfeit the licensing for it. So I don't know, maybe Kirby movies in the works. Miyamoto did do some like shadowing on it, so who knows.
I think that there definitely are gonna branch out and do at least the Miyamoto cinematic
Miyamoto cinematic universe just makes the most sense to me. I don't think we're gonna get deep cuts like Codename Steam in the Mario universe.
Oh no, not Code, bro. The Glaze is crazy.
The Glaze? I mean, it's a good game, let's be real, but come on.
With the plot on this one, straight up, the plot was so stupid.
Yeah.
You know what's so weird to me is like Mario has this like, oh, I like have feelings for Peach thing. Yeah. And it never gets resolved. It doesn't go anywhere. Like, oh, Mario goes in for a handshake and Peach goes in for a hug.
For a hug, yeah.
But like at the end of the movie, it's not resolved. So it's like, I don't know.
He does supposedly get a kiss on the cheek.
He does, yes, he does.
Man, I predicted in the first Mario movie that he was going to get kissed on the lips. Man, I fell off that prediction, man.
Yeah, I guess.
I had to like balance my karma, like my prediction karma. We predicted the entire second movie at what cost Mario doesn't get kissed.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
Okay, I think the thing with this movie that we're realizing as we're going through with it is, like, as good as the movie it is, like, exciting as the movie is, like, watching it, once you actually start deconstructing the movie down, it really does fall apart.
Yeah, because
really
there's that one scene where, like, Luigi's calling out on the radio because they're in distress, and then, of all people to hear it, the Lumas, who are currently unattended because their mom is, like, being, like, sucked or something like that.
Sucked.
And, like, like...
Rosalina doesn't get sucked in this movie.
They happen to hear it, like, that happens to be on, and they happen to be the ones that hear it.
Yeah,
and
so
they
the
come
Lumas,
to oh my God.
The Lumas who have a radio that is on already. Somebody turned it on. And it's
set to the right frequency that Luigi's on.
To pick up Luigi on the radio, who
knows how long away, by the way. Traveling by radio waves. Nothing like that fast, that's for sure.
It's not like they're in a galaxy or anything, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. That was stupid.
It was dumb. It was literally just there to get the plot going. And then it kind of just feels like that's kind of the movie in a nutshell. Everything has to tie into something else. Why is Star Fox in the movie? Because they had to leave from the gate to get to the next planet. Why did the Lumas come and save them? Because they were stranded. They wanted to do their little Illumination Yoshi's Island movie, and then they wanted to pick them up there and then go back to Bowser. And you know, it just kind of keeps going. It feels more like a movie of, like, somebody playing with, like, their favorite Mario action figures.
That's
like,
exactly what it feels like.
Peak cinema, and you're just watching them, and you're like, okay, little Timmy, this is kind of funny, but, like.
And honestly, that's as much as, like, I expected it to be, just because, like, I don't know. It's like, oh, it's Mario characters, you know? It's like, oh, it's going to be filled with references, and it's going to be Mario characters, and it's your favorite Mario characters. Now watch them do things.
Yeah,
like,
now watch them do things. I mean, that's the thing with the movie. It's like, if you're a Nintendo fan, and if you get giddy over the fact that it's like, oh my god, they motifed Wario's Battle Canyon for this movie, and that's what, like,
tickles.
Did they do that? What they did that in the first Mario movie, yeah, when Luigi's getting marched up, like, with the Shy Guys, they motif Wario's Battle Canyon in that moment. But but yeah, if that's what, like, suits your fancy, if that's all you need to get your Nintendo high, this movie will probably float your boat, even Rosalina retcons aside. But I don't know. For anyone actually looking for cinema, yeah, you're not gonna find it in the Super Mario movie.
You know,
like, yeah, I feel like the movie, the more you think about it, the worse it becomes. But to be completely honest with you, I wouldn't mind watching that movie a second time. I thought it was.
We will be watching it a second time later this week anyway. So
yeah,
we'll have to make a second upload in case any opinions change.
Our opinions changed. Actually, this movie is complete dog. It's mid. It was overhyped.
Actually, this movie is better than Citizen Kane, and I hope that the Rotten Tomatoes score reflects that. Because I will be making 1,000 fake accounts just to make sure that it gets up there.
Yeah. Well, do you got anything else you want to say about the Super Mario Galaxy movie? You want to make any wild predictions for Mario Movie 3? Because this movie will also probably gross $1 bajillion again and produce more sequels.
I think EGAD's gonna be in the next one.
I do want to see EGAD.
I want to see EGAD in the next one. I think he's gonna be there, and I think he's gonna be the most interesting character. I think he's gonna be super complex, and I'm really hoping for that because they had Rosalina in this one as a plot device.
Yeah.
I want to see EGAD be complex character, and, like, let Daisy be the plot device or something. Like, I don't know.
Daisy, yeah, Luigi and Daisy adventure. With EGAD as a tag along, maybe.
I would love that. I'm thinking Luigi gets a kiss on the lips.
Kiss on the lips. No, yeah, that would be wild if Luigi gets the kiss before Mario.
Does.
Luigi's reaching for space before his brother. Yeah. What if the next movie in the series is just like a Mario spin-offs movie where it's just like, oh, Mario Party is gonna be canon now, and it's just everybody playing a game of Mario Party for a solid hour.
Dude, they should have had Mario Party for the Peaches Party thing. I thought that was gonna be one of the jokes, like, oh, they're rolling dice or something. Like, no, it wasn't there, and I was sad. Instead, we got a montage of 3 penguins dancing. Like, I don't know what this scene is insinuating. I don't know what kind of dancers those are, but like, come on, give me some of the Mario Party.
My final take for what the new Mario movie is going to be, it's going to be Finding Toadsworth. They're going to realize the entire time, wait a minute, shouldn't there be an old mushroom toad with us? Yeah, where the heck is Toadsworth? And then they go out and they find Toadsworth. They travel across whatever a galaxy is to a galaxy, the Galaxier movie, and then they find Toadsworth, and then he's like, hey guys, I've been here. And then they're like, yes, we found Toadsworth. And then Toadsworth is like, yes. And then the movie ends. Finding Toadsworth.
Finding Toadsworth.
If they ever make a third Mario movie where they don't improve on the writing but still have great Nintendo references and everything, we'll be here.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel like you like the video, feel free to give it a like. A little like goes a long way, as we always say. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'm posting a lot less often, but when I do post, I try to post some stuff that's at least funny, so.
Like, subscribe, share to your grandma, do all of it. Thank you guys. You guys have a great day.
The Lumas should not have mouths. Bye.